Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing X-Men Mutant Monsters of Wolverine. Now, this figure definitely looks interesting. I picked him up at my convention. He's at the second booth. The first one was all comics, and they were like $2 for like modern comics, and I thought I'd pass because I can get better deals there. But then the second booth, I found this guy right away when I walked in. I saw him for $10, and my goal was for Marvel Legends, and I thought this guy looked sweet. 6-inch scale too. It's basically a Wolverine except a wolf Wolverine. I almost said a Wolverine wolf, but still, it's by Toy Biz, of course, and you can see its sound effects is howling. It looks to have some power feature, whatever. X-Men Monsters sound and action, 1996. So getting up to that Marvel Legends era. Marvel Comics X-Men. Sounds and action, Werewolf Wolverine, Slash and Hell action, X-Men Mutant Monsters. This box is very interesting though. You can see all the intricate little lines and doodads throughout, and it kind of shoots chocolate into that hole. Very interesting for a Mutant Monsters. I also saw Dark Beast, which I didn't pick up because he looked too big compared to my other beasts, so I didn't think he'd look good in display. X-Men Mutant Monsters. And the same thing back there. On the back of the box, just that small image that was up there with Wolverine showing his sound effects. And it says, hiking in the European mountains of his youth, Nightcrawler along with Wolverine are attacked by a giant wolf. Injured during the battle, Wolverine soon begins to change into a half-man, half-wolf creature. Extremely powerful and completely out of control, the werewolf Wolverine escapes, rushing deep into the forest, seeking a mysterious tribe of gypsies that hold the only cure for Wolverine's condition. Nightcrawler races against time to save his old friend. Other figures, you can see Dark Beast, which, that's what I saw there, and Sugar Man, whatever that is, that sounds a little weird, and Spider-Man 6-inch arachnid figures, Vampire, which looks to be Venom with weird vampire wings, Man Lizard, and Spider Goblin. If I saw Spider Goblin, I definitely would have picked him up too. But without further ado, let's get Wolverine Wolf out of the packaging. He looks just so sick in there, and yeah. And here we have Werewolf Wolverine out of the packaging. Now, I must say, this is actually a pretty cool figure, as I suspected. Let's first off look at the detail on this guy. Now, the detail on this guy is quite nice. You can just see the face on there. Very cool, actually. You can see kind of like where his beard would be. And how it still has kind of those trademark sideburns, so you can tell who it is. Where his ears are. So I'll move this back another notch for you guys. You can see his shoulder pads and his costume there, ripped up. So you can see this is on the road to Marvel Legends right here. Obviously the articulation isn't as good. Paint job and stuff, but that's to be suspected. And just look at the fur and the fist and stuff. Awesome. One complaint I have on the sculpt though is these things are still very rubbery, which for safety reasons makes sense. So I can't complain too much because they have to do that legally. So yeah. Then you got the boots, which are nice on there. Pretty cool how it's kind of ripped through, and then the toes. Toes actually have little grooves in them, like dog paws actually have, kind of like that kind of bumpy feel to them. So very cool. Paint job on this guy, you can actually see every groove they cut in. They put a black in, or a dark gray in, and then they put a light gray in there. I'm not a huge fan of the costume blue they used. I would have liked the dull one. It's kind of like that, not really slippery plastic. I don't really know how to describe it. The claws are nice though. Very cool overall on this guy. The paint. I can't complain about this guy at all, really. I'll do his action feature before I go into his articulation. Let's hear him talk. He only has the one action sound. But he kind of opens his mouth, which also has a nicely sculpted tongue and very nice detail on it, and the teeth too, and you gotta see around the gums they have some color in it. So this guy's just really awesome for what it is. To be honest, I I just don't really have anything wrong to say about it. Articulation on this guy, the head swivels, the arms are on ball joints, but obviously it does that if you do that. Or not ball joints, they can go back, can swing there, swivel there, which is actually, oh, also they have that in the palm, very nice detail there. And nothing really in the abdomen. Legs can swing forward and back, obviously not far. Bend at the knees, and that's all. So a very cool figure on this guy. Not much to talk about, obviously. Oh, there's a lot to talk about, but nothing you can't cover really fast. For 1996, though, this guy is just awesome. Let's get a quick size comparison on this guy. I'm gonna knock my camera back. Keep in mind, Wolverine is a short fella, so he shouldn't be the tallest guy ever. But compared to Marvel Legends Iron Man, and he's also slouched down. If he was standing full tall, he would probably be, like, how far his legs are apart, you can see. And if he was standing up tall, he'd probably go up to about, probably off even the camera frame. He's really bent over and about to go into an action pose. So Iron Man is about his height, Extremis. So, pretty cool on that guy. Knock this guy out of the way. Two more size comparisons. I actually did all the box reviews first, and then I do the figure reviews second, because it's actually just a little easier. You can see Elektra is about that height from Toy Biz as well. And finally, we'll do his rival, Sabretooth, who bend the legs up the same height, about. Kind of scrouch him down in action pose, head forward. We got about the same height, which is fair actually, because Wolverine is about an inch and a half shorter, and I can't imagine becoming a werewolf would do much to you but make you thick. So this guy is awesome with Marvel Legends or not Marvel Legends, whatever you want to pose this guy with. You can just really match it, because I don't know if this was in a comic or a cartoon or what. From my knowing, I have never seen this guy, so overall, I would definitely get him for your collection. He's about 20, 30 on eBay from what I've seen. I've looked him up just because I was curious, because I've never seen this guy before, never heard of him, never seen him in any, like, articulated comic art or whatever, because I watched some of that stuff online. I've never seen him anywhere, so I was really impressed when I picked up this figure. Overall, I'll give him a 10 out of 10 for the time. Very cool. Articulation is limited, but, like, for a figure like this is the exact pose I want him in. And frankly, for kids too, kids who were fans of the X-Men show or something, whoever bought this at the time probably would have freaking loved this, the little kids out there. So I think I don't see any real problem on this for the time stream. Because also keep in mind, if it was modern day toy, I'd probably only give it like an 8 because the paint on like the jacket. But it still looks good with modern Marvel Legends standards. I'm just very impressed because toys really have improved over even recently. So overall, 10 out of 10, great figure, and that's all for today, guys.